Hey, good afternoon. I'm Audrey from Aeon. I would like to wish all Malaysians Selamat Hari Raya, Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir Batin.
I'm Fadlin from Aeon AU2 Setiawangsa. I would like to wish everyone Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin.
Hi, I'm Ping Ping. I'd like to wish everyone Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Hi, I'm Dia Abdullah. I'd like to wish every Muslim in Malaysia Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin.
Hi to all viewers. Hello on to RTM. I'm Fazal Latif. Wish you Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir Batin.
Hi, I'm Kazmi Kamarudin, Center Manager of the SURF. I want to take this opportunity to wish all Malaysians generally and to all our shoppers and tenants Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin.
Hi, I'm Nina Roslan. I wish to all Malaysians Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin and drive safely.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam satu Malaysia. Saya Haji Harun bin Haji Jaafar, sisi keluarga ingin mengucapkan Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri kepada seluruh umat Islam di seluruh Malaysia, terutamanya kepada kaum keluarga dan sahabat andai yang berada di Muar Johor. Kepada perantauan yang akan pulang ke kampung halaman, pandulah dengan cermat dan selamat. Masih ada yang sayang menanti kepulangan kita. Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir dan Batin.
Hey there, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Zamel and Annie. And yes, just now we're talking about how we're going to say, how we can actually say sorry effectively to someone, especially during this festive season. But now, since a lot of us, especially during this festive season and also school holidays for 2 weeks, right? I think a lot of you will be leaving your homes to go back to your hometown. So we're going to talk about safety aspects in terms of how to leave your home safe, your office safe, as well as being safe on the road.
That's right. I think being safe on the road is the most important at the moment because a lot of them are traveling today onwards until in the next few days. And the jam's going to get really bad. So we'll concentrate on these three areas. Of course, the person to bring this into our studios today is...
We'd like to welcome Mr. Andrew Anthony, who is the former board of directors of NIOSH. But currently he's also a consultant trainer with NIOSH, and NIOSH stands for the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Good
nice
to see you
all
again.
back.
Yes. So let's talk about this whole topic on safety, and you wanted to concentrate on the roads a little bit more this year around.
So I think the important topic and concern for the entire nation now is actually safe practices on the road.
Right.
And I think it's been a period of time we have been talking about this over and over again, whereby the positive mental attitude of our drivers is lacking, and I think to have a good safe road safety culture, the aspect of or the cooperation of all aspects, the drivers, the authorities, and also people who are doing maintenance of the roadworks. All right? And look at the current situation. I think the whole nation is mourning over the death of our national hockey star, Chua Boon Huat.
That's right.
And he's also my friend.
I see.
And said that a situation like this have to happen, and whereby you see it's 3 in the morning and people rush, and not necessarily we don't make assumption of maybe because it's wee hours in the morning somebody would have done something that is not ethical in the practice of that is consuming of alcohol. So but I think what about people who work in the wee hours of the morning, finishes work and going back? That doesn't mean when they are tired, fatigue could be a result of the accident. So let's not jump into assumption what is the cause, but let's look at the root cause of the accident. This is where I want to tell all authorities and all Malaysians, don't just sit down and moan, especially those with power. Can we do something about such a road work or maintenance on the road is not being done in that manner? Let's look at the root cause. You see,
the safety aspect of it.
I think Malaysia has got a lot of resources. We have got nice electronic billboards to say what's happening over the other side of the road. And why didn't this was not put on the road to say to the drivers, users, we are watering the plants now. Could you drive slow? That's one. Or manually somebody has been there controlling the traffic, a few kilometers away, placing some cones, you know.
That's right.
So we really don't know how this thing happened. Now, why I'm bringing this topic is, once because of a star who has just left us. The other thing is, during this maintenance, during this time of this peak period, where there'll be a lot of road users, can we now talk to authorities and tell them, if you're carrying out this kind of job, unless it's not an emergency, stop the job and let the people use the road safely.
True.
Yeah.
True.
This is my point. If jobs that cannot be avoided, maintenance work that cannot be avoided during this time, please put a stop.
Put it later.
Yes, after this Raya season, we start back all over again. But until the meantime, if it's not urgent, let the people, public use the road.
Let there be smooth travel instead of disrupting traffic. Because when you start disrupting, it's when the problems start arising, isn't it?
Do you see that there's a lack of proper planning, or is it lack of communication between all these relevant parties? Like you said, you know, if there's something going on there, they can just communicate to the other party to put it down on the board.
Lack of communications, probably. I mean, one person does one thing and the other doesn't even want to know what's happening.
Yeah.
Any Jamil, let's look back at our people who are mending the job itself. It's sad, it's not Malaysian. If you can look, we have a lot of foreign workers doing this job. And are they really understand the system of the whatever that the boss who goes for the tender meetings or the meetings is being briefed, and when it comes down, if it's not a safety oriented person, has he given the same kind of requirement? What does the maybe Plus or Propel has got his workers. Their supervisor have come and given the same kind of briefing. And you must see the kind of workers we have. And you must also understand this, that sometimes this communication breakdown could be also leading if there's no proper supervision. Probably we would have thought it's 3 in the morning. So just tell them what to do and they can get it done. So that is one thing. So communication, signages, you know. But I'm amazed because we have got, I know what's happening in Jalan Raja Laut if I'm in Bangsa because of the billboard that we have now. So I'm now asking, why don't we use this electronic billboard to tell what's happening over the other side of the road? Probably just a few kilometers away.
Well, that is one problem that we have when we talk about road and safety, Andrew. But the other thing that we also have is the fact that I mean, a lot of people, and I'm quite sure Malaysians would associate with this, they're constantly calling or writing in to say, look, there's a major pothole in my area. When it rains, it fills up with water. Everyone, you know, that it's a safety hazard.
The drain is blocked.
The drain is blocked. I mean, water comes out. So there's so many other, you know, areas that need to be attended to, and yet there is a major lack of it. And you're smiling and smirking. I know you have something to say about this. You know, your opinion on this.
It's a very good question, but you see, the way we are cleaning up our drains. I remember when I was a young boy then, when I used to grow up, I used to see the municipality workers who used to go down to the drain and scoop up.
That's true.
Now tell me, I'll ask the 29.2 million people or 30 million people that we have in Malaysia that we see people are doing cleaning like this these days.
You don't get them.
Yes.
You don't get them anymore.
And that's a concern. So, and I do see them cleaning with a more developed unit by just having like a gun. And like you see them shooting it all on the road. Now, where is all this being pushed off? It's being pushed off to the drain. Now, if you could recall, at this current time, we are having a dry spell. Right? This is about... Now, when I'm telling you this, the next time, it's going to be a heavy rain in September, October. We're going to have flash floods in KL. Because all these things are being pushed down to the drain.
Then again, we already have incidences of flash floods in KL.
And that's the reason.
Suddenly, when you have heavy downpour, out of the blues, you tend to hear flash floods downtown. I know our
unexpected areas.
I know our makeup artist, one of our makeup artists. She suffered a really bad time where 50% of her furniture, belongings, literally got destroyed. So it's very sad that this keeps happening again and again and again. And unfortunately, it's like a never-ending story. It's like a chicken and egg story, you know. This person says this, that person says that, but you don't find the solution. So what is
So I personally feel, well, when somebody introduced I don't know, when the authorities, somebody introduced the system of having private contractors.
Yep.
And this way, I think we have find weaknesses in our policies. And I personally feel that we should look back into certain areas like this, whereby we go back to where in our earlier days we had the city hall looking into it directly.
Right. Now, let's talk about this. I'm a major advocate when we come to communities doing something about it.
Okay. But at the same time, we also want to focus, we really focus a lot on the roads. Well, what about the safety of homes and offices? You know, we already installed grills. Some of us may have installed alarms.
Fire alarm,
what do you call it? And all that.
Alarm system.
Are they enough?
Okay, Jamil, before you go to the home, I just want to finish off one little important thing to the road users. Please do not treat your kids when you're going to petrol station as a playground. Please, I remember, I'm very concerned every time when I travel on the road and I see parents asking the children to run around, to go to the mart to get the chocolate while they go and fill up the fuel. For me, as a safety practitioner, petrol kiosks are very highly risk area. And I don't understand why in Malaysia that we use our children to go and patronize in this place so freely. Now that's one. I'm talking about because we never had incidents of such in Malaysia, so we are lackluster about this situation. Now I just want to remind, it could also cause us another concern whereby our people will be running, children will be running, and we don't know which guy will just filled up his car and is moving out. And his sensor may not be able to do that. Either he may go forward or he reverse.
That's right.
So please, I remind to all road users, when you're going to this rest area where there's petrol kiosks, please ask your children to stay put. Only the adult handle the situation.
Okay.
This is just a reminder. Now coming back to our home. Now,
home and offices.
This again another sad story. When I opened up the papers this morning, we saw 2 young guys died, and we had one elderly lady in Puchong, I think, 2 days ago as well. Now look, it's simple management of how we keep our keys. You know, and times of evacuation. Now you're talking about, are we having this kind of equipment? Annie was talking about furnitures. We're talking, we may have the best furnitures in our homes, we may have the best bed in our, but we overlook to purchase a simple fire extinguisher in our home. Probably these guys who have noticed the fire on that day, if they had a fire extinguisher in their home, I think they would have easily prevented it from spreading, you know. And a reminder for all the people who are traveling this time, and please, if you're leaving your mate behind or if you're leaving somebody behind, please give them the emergency contact numbers, which is very important. Because when a mate is being assigned to look into cleaning of the house, when an emergency happens in the home, only person I call is my boss. And look, in the time of emergency, for you to call to call me, for instance, my mate, is useless. Because time is an essence here. So what they should do is that give these emergency numbers, the police, the bomba, the whatever other emergency
contact numbers that they can give into. Okay, brilliant. Now, before we let you go, I think a quick Raya wish to our friends out there, our viewers out there.
Selamat Hari Raya to all my colleagues in the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. All right, and also to the public, let's have a joyful celebration, and let's have a safe Selamat Hari Raya.
That's true.
All right.
That's true. I think that's
before we say Selamat, we'll say a safe Selamat.
Safe Selamat.
All right. All right.
Thank
so
you
with
so
that
much.
note, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right. So there you go. It's very true what Mr. Anthony just told us. You know, have a safe Selamat Hari Raya. I mean, a lot of untoward incidences are in the papers. We read it again and again every day. Isn't it?
Maybe we should start saying Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat. You know, kosong, selamat. There you go. Stay with us. More coming your way. Don't go away.